Hello YouTube modelers, Dwayne, Doozer's Models. I just want to start off by wishing all my American friends a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're enjoying your time off, spending lots of family time, having a good feast, doing whatever you do on Thanksgiving that makes it special for you. So haven't done a video in a while. I've been doing a little bit of work, doing a lot of work with the 3D stuff. I haven't done a whole lot of modeling. The only thing I have done a little bit of work on is the Keith's GT build. I'm working on the Corvette. For you that didn't see it, let me see if I can get it in here. It's this one here, Revell Corvette GT. So I did a lot of painting on it, a little bit of some of the pre-builds and that sort of stuff. The body is two-toned black and yellow. I want to clean up this area here a little bit. The black didn't mask off as much as I'd like, and I missed a little bit of black on the top there. So I'm going to touch up the black, shoot a bit of clear on it, and then get crazy with the decals. There's a lot of decals for that one, so that's to come. The interior is pretty straightforward. Move the light in here a little bit. Just did a few little points of interest in there to kind of give it a little bit of excitement, but there's nothing much going on there. The dash, same sort of thing, just a little bit of touch up on it. The wing is, the edges are red, the inside's black. It gets a carbon fiber decal on it, so that's to go. The exhaust pipes are silver and gunmetal, so they're painted up and ready to go. Might put some heat staining on them, but I think they're kind of buried. The brakes and the flat pan are done and ready to go. The top part of the engine has been detailed and go. Some of them go carbon fiber on that. You know, the more I get into this thing, the less crazy I get about it. So I'm just gonna kind of finish it up and get it together. A bunch of molded in pieces in the back there. I just put a couple of different silvers and golds on there to give it some attention. All the interior bits, roll cage and everything are all painted black. I'm going to do the foam of different color and get those going. The rims are black. I'm going to get a shot of clear on those. They get some decals so that they can get cleared over. Engine together in painted aluminum. Again, I got to do some sort of touches to that and that. So there's little pieces. The pedals are there and everything's good to go. So I got the bulk of it painted. The mirrors, they're red. So like I said, I'm going to get a clear coat on it and get the decal work done, and then after that everything should, in theory, go together pretty good. So clear coat it, let it set up, do some decal work, and then we're good to go. I'm just going to take a few minutes. Oh, and the seat. Put a little bit of gray panel liner in there to try to pick out the holes, but whatever. So I've been doing some work on my 3D printer. Got a lot of files, a lot of engines, wheels and tire packages, little different odds and sods. I'm not going to show you everything. I don't know, those of you that don't have a 3D printer, the printing part's the easy part. Afterwards, you got to do all the cleanup, get all the supports off, cut all the things off, sand them, file them, get them together, paint them, get them ready. But when you put all the work in, it actually turns out pretty cool. So I've got some 3D printed bomber seats, and the neat part about these is the padding part is separate. So you're going to paint the bomber part aluminum, and then I'm going to paint these sort of like a dark burgundy, and so you get the cushion parts, and then these pop in the back, they glue in there and whatever. So kind of a cool little piece there. I showed these before, but for those of you that haven't seen them, these are a couple of the engines that I printed out and painted up and put together. So we got a Ford Boss 429. Turned out pretty cool. Looks pretty neat when it's done. Got a Chevy 572 with a chrome Whipple blower on it. Again, kind of a cool sort of looking engine. And then this is a LSX twin turbo engine that's all done and whatever. Find a home for those somewhere, somehow. Got some really cool Toyo tires. So these are all sanded and cleaned up and ready for paint. They've got the Toyo raised lettering on there. So I got a bunch of those painted up and ready to go. This is a neat file that I found, and I think it's going to be pretty cool for a lot of projects. It's a universal rear 4-link setup, and then it's got the rear end pieces that go with it, and they just link up to the 4-link bars, and then it comes with a whole bunch of little airbags. So I think this is going to be a cool universal piece that I can make fit most cars that I want to put a narrowed rear end in, or whatever. These are a Ford Coyote engine file that I got. Having a problem with this file, so if anybody that's doing 3D print that wants to help me out on this, but I'm getting all this extra layers of crap in it, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Everything else prints out good. I mean, the heads are pretty much perfect, and everything are there. The covers are good. The pan is good. The top part is good. The little intake piece comes out good. But for whatever reason, every one of them has the same problem in the block at this level. I'm getting these extra layers of stuff, and I've printed it 5 or 6 times, and every time I have the same issue with it. So I don't know if it's a glitch in the file or if it's something that I'm doing wrong. I don't know. It is what it is. So here I've got some more Swamper type 4x4 tires. A little bit smaller than the Toyos, but some cool Swamper tires, and then some smaller 4x4 tires that are going to go with like the smaller truck or a Jeep or something along those lines, where you just don't quite have the same sizing. So I'm running a long video here. Here's a slightly different Swamper and a couple of different 4x4 rim options that I've printed out. There's those ones, and there's these ones here. So some nice 4x4 rim options to go with the Swamper tires. Something a little different. I find with the model kits that you buy, there's limited 4x4 tires and rim options out there, so it's nice to have some 3D kind of printed ones. This one here I'm quite excited about. This is just loosely put together and sitting in. It slips in further, but what you've got is you've got a ring, and then you've got an insert that slips into the ring, and then you've got this extra piece that slips into that, and then there's a little center cap that goes into it. So you can do with the multi-pieces a multicolored rim that I think is going to look pretty cool. So these are all sanded and prepped and ready to go, so I'm going to put some paint on them. I'm going to make one set of centers out of red and another set of centers out of black. So I think that should be kind of cool when they're done. So just a few more quick things that I got going on. A lot of these rim and tire packages come with disc brakes. I've got some, I don't have them out here, but they've got a totally separate caliper, so you can print that separate. These rims are going to be nice. Again, you can do them like in a charcoal or a black chrome or silver or chrome or whatever. Treaded tires, my eyes aren't very good, but I think those say Toyo on them, or maybe BF Goodrich. I've got some that say both. I've got those. These are going to be really cool when they work out. So they're Chevy Rally rims, but again they come 3-piece. So you've got the rim, you've got the beauty ring, you've got a dog losing his mind upstairs, and then the insert. So you can do all those 3 different colors. So that's going to be a pretty cool option to get going. Got some really neat racing tires. So got some big BF Goodrich cheater slicks, and then the rims are two-piece. So you've got the back part and then the ring that snaps over it, and you can look in there, it's already got a bead lock. So you can do those like a gold or a charcoal center, and then do the beauty ring in the chrome and get a really neat look. And then they come with the race skinny fronts. And look at the detail in those. Is that not going to be a cool race car tire? So that's pretty exciting. And last but not least for this video is something that I'm really excited about. And this is a universal front suspension piece. And you've got the different engine supports. You've got a radiator. You've got your steering bar. And you've got these that go in with the bottom pieces. So all the pieces to do whatever you need to do for your custom front end setup. And then yeah, here's the brakes that I was talking about. So here's the brakes, and there's the brake caliper, and you can paint it a separate color. And I'll find a spot where it goes on. It just slips on there. So once it's painted and done, it'll look pretty cool. So I think with this front piece and the back piece, I'm going to be able to do some pretty cool custom resto mods and different stuff like that. Just one last quick little blurb. I know I've been pretty lax about putting out videos, you know, one a month, if that. And my subscribership has dropped pretty bad because of that. I think I was close to 580 at one point, and as of today, I'm down to 571. So any of you guys that feel like giving me a shout out or telling your friends or helping me to get that subscribership up a little bit, it'd be kind of cool. Like I've said before, I honestly really don't care about it a whole bunch, but apparently I care about it more than I thought, because it's kind of deflating to see it go down like that. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving, happy modeling, and build on, gentlemen. Have a good one.